super, super proud of. There hasn't been like a crowning moment the last year. Um, Work's been okay. I feel like that's been pretty, um, what's the word? Pretty steady. Been pretty where I wanted it to be. I started a whole new project at the start of last year, um, but that settled down and got to its own routine and rhythm quite quickly. Um, Otherwise, I feel like I've just kind of gotten on with the year. You know, the end of 2023 was a bit rough. Had a death in the family that was a bit tough and things like that. And so maybe I could be a bit nicer to myself and say that in the start of 2024, I overcame some personal hurdles and things like that. Um,
And you did.
yeah,
That all happened.
achieved some
That's
stuff. But
important.
yeah,
You get things that for
Mm.
whatever reason set you back, including like emotionally like that, and you have to work through those things. So you did it. You also, I'm going to give you a prompt because you're not kind enough to yourself. Is we've been, and without going into the details, we've been having a lot of conversations and doing a bit of mentoring and coaching stuff professionally, and I think over the back end of this year, there's some areas there that we talked through where I think you've kind of pushed and challenged yourself and grown significantly, if I can say the word, because of that want to push and challenge yourself. And it doesn't necessarily materialize in, oh, I had this really specific goal and I've done this thing and I can show you. But it's sort of like I was saying for bits on mine, and I only say that because I know you had to jump up quickly. It's all loads of this stuff is building blocks and building blocks and building blocks, and
yeah.
eventually all materialise together. There's a great Ted Lasso conversation I want to do on that one day where they do that. But I think you've been doing some really good building block stuff with yourself this year.
Okay, okay. Some of these things,
Oh look, I made a
um,
little smile on his face. I like that.
some
Good.
some of these things, and people that listen will understand this as well. People see change in you before you see it in you.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
very true.
Um, because you said you that isn't the first time you've said that to me in the last few weeks, and it's obviously really nice to hear. But I hadn't seen it. Like the things that we were talking about that you're saying that I've tried to look at and work on. I didn't think I'd done anything conscious to do so. Um, but apparently, it's whatever it is that I'm thinking about or trying to do has started to lay the foundations of stuff that may begin to work and fill the gaps that I needed to fill and things like that. Um, yeah. Maybe I've not been as nice to myself there as maybe I could have been.
You have trouble with
Um,
this, I think. Acknowledge that's
but I
something for
think
you.
I think
Acknowledge
those
what you do.
small